Welcome to the Deep Dive. Today, we're doing our AI Daily Deep Dive for Tuesday, July 29th, 2025.
That's right. And just so you know, this whole deep dive researched and generated entirely by AI.
Exactly. It gives us a unique perspective to cut through the noise and really focus on what matters in AI today.
So what are we unpacking?
We've got 4 key things. Google's latest AI mode upgrades, what Spotify's planning with conversational AI, a really big lawsuit hitting Meta, and China's strategy for its own AI ecosystem.
Okay, quite a bit to cover. Where should we start?
Let's begin with Google. They're making some pretty significant upgrades to their experimental AI mode in search.
Ah, yes, I saw that. It's more than just tweaking search results, isn't it?
Definitely. It feels like they're trying to weave AI much deeper into how we, work and learn online.
So what are the specifics? I heard something about a Canvas feature.
Yeah, Canvas. It's this new side panel tool. Think of it for planning complex things like study schedules or mapping out info over several sessions.
Okay, so more involved tasks.
Right. And they're saying soon you'll be able to upload files, like your own notes or course syllabi.
Oh, interesting. So it can work with your specific information.
Exactly. But does that make search maybe too complex? Is there a risk there?
That's always the balancing act, isn't it? I think the idea is that features like Canvas are there if you need that power, but they don't necessarily have to complicate the main search bar for simple queries.
Makes sense. Keep it optional.
Right. And what's fascinating here is the bigger picture. Google seems to be pushing search beyond just looking things up.
Towards what exactly?
Towards being more like a personalized co-pilot. Something that helps you find, understand, and even use information. They want it to be productive, adaptable.
And there's more too, right? Something about Project Astra and Google Lens.
Yeah. Search Live integration, basically real-time visual help through your phone's camera.
So you could point your phone at a math problem.
Exactly. Point it, ask questions, have a conversation about it right there. And they're bringing similar ideas to the desktop too, analyzing screen content, letting you upload PDFs to ask detailed questions.
Okay, quite a leap for search. Now, shifting gears a bit, Spotify. They seem to be moving towards a more chatty AI.
Yeah, that's the signal they're sending. It builds on what they already have with the AI DJ voice commands.
Right, where you can ask it to play something specific.
Exactly. And apparently that's giving them a whole new stream of data linking what people say they want to, what they actually listen to.
But do people want a chatty music app? Could it feel a bit intrusive?
It's definitely a line they have to walk carefully, but Gustav Söderström, their tech chief, basically said this data is key for better personalization.
Okay, personalization makes sense.
And it pushes them towards what he called reasoning-based AI. So the AI can handle more complex multi-step requests, understand context better.
Less like a search engine, more like a concierge.
Precisely. An audio concierge. That seems to be the goal. Not just for music, but potentially podcasts, audiobooks, becoming your go-to curator for all things audio.
Interesting ambition. Okay, let's pivot now to something quite different. A major lawsuit against Meta.
Ah, yes, the Strike 3 Holdings case. This one definitely caught my eye.
So what does this all mean? The allegation is pretty stark. Meta supposedly downloaded and distributed thousands of copyrighted adult films using torrents.
Yeah, the number mentioned was at least 2,396 films going back to 2018.
And the core claim is that they use these pirated videos to train their AI models, like Meta Movie Gen and Llama.
That's the allegation, that this data was used to give their AI a competitive edge illegally.
The damages they're seeking are huge, potentially $359 million plus an injunction.
It's substantial, but this raises a really important question about the legal side of AI training.
How so? Is this new ground, legally speaking?
In many ways, yes. Copyright law is pretty clear on illegal distribution via torrents. But applying that to the training of an AI model where the data is processed and transformed, that's trickier.
So Meta might argue the training process itself changes things.
Okay, likely will. This case could really set a precedent, especially for industries worried about their copyrighted content being ingested by generative AI systems. It's one to watch.
Definitely. Okay, finally, let's look at China. There's some fascinating movement there regarding AI development.
Right. Faced with U.S. tech restrictions, leading Chinese AI firms are forming new alliances.
To build up their own domestic ecosystem, essentially.
Exactly. It's a very strategic response. You've got 2 main groups forming.
Okay, what are they?
One is the Model Chip Ecosystem Innovation Alliance. Think Huawei, Burin, More Threads, and Flame. They're focused on building a complete domestic tech, supply chain chips, models, the works.
Self-sufficiency in hardware and software.
Pretty much. Then there's the Shanghai General Chamber of Commerce AI Committee. That includes firms like SenseTime, Minimax, and Metax. Their focus seems more on integrating AI into actual industries, driving transformation.
So one focused on the tech stack, the other on application.
That seems to be the division of labor. And we're seeing concrete products, too. Huawei's Cloud Matrix 384 system is apparently competitive with NVIDIA's high-end stuff.
Really? Competing directly with NVIDIA.
That's the claim. Plus other things like Baidu's digital human live streamers, Tencent's new 3D world model, Alibaba's AI glasses. It's a broad push.
So what's the big takeaway here?
Well, what's fascinating is China's clear, determined push towards technological self-reliance, towards sovereignty. They're building integrated domestic solutions from the ground up.
Suggesting a real shift in the global AI landscape.
Absolutely. It points towards potentially more distinct, maybe even somewhat separate technological ecosystems developing globally.
Wow. So from Google making Search Copilot, Spotify wanting to chat about audio, Meta facing huge legal questions over training data, to China building its own AI power base. It's just nonstop.
The pace is incredible, and the implications touch everything: personal tech, business, law, geopolitics.
It really underscores how fast AI is moving and how complex it all is.
It certainly does.
Which leaves us with a final thought for you to consider. As AI races forward, how do we strike that balance? The balance between pushing innovation as fast as possible and, on the other hand, protecting things like intellectual property or even national interests, that tension seems set to define this next chapter.